Are you tired of watching your toddler struggle with heavy tricycles and training wheels? Today we are breaking down the absolute best glider bikes on the market to get your little one riding with perfect balance in no time. In this video, we are going to explore the top 7 glider bikes available right now. I have put these bikes to the test, rolling them over pavement, grass, and living room rugs to see which ones actually hold up to toddler chaos. We will cover everything from safety features and wheel materials to adjustability and overall durability. 7. YGJT Balance Bike. This bike is specifically targeted at the youngest riders, usually those in the 10 to 36-month age range. The frame is constructed from carbon steel, making it incredibly lightweight and easy for a tiny toddler to manipulate. Assembly was mostly straightforward, snapping together without the need for an entire toolbox. The primary feature of this bike is its 4-wheel design, which provides a highly stable platform for babies who are just finding their footing. The wheels themselves are fully enclosed, utilizing a quiet EVA foam material. This is fantastic for indoor use because it completely eliminates the risk of scratched hardwood floors and keeps noise to an absolute minimum when your child is zooming down the hallway. However, during my real-world testing outdoors, the limitations of this specific design became apparent fairly quickly. Because the wheels are completely enclosed and situated very close together to prevent tipping, the steering radius is heavily restricted to around 135 degrees. While this is an intentional safety feature to prevent sharp turns and crashes, it severely limits maneuverability. I noticed that if a toddler gets a bit too ambitious and tries to turn quickly on a slightly uneven sidewalk, the bike has a tendency to tip over laterally. Adjustability is another area where the YGJT leaves a bit to be desired. The seat and handlebars are essentially fixed, meaning the lifespan of this bike is quite short. Once your child hits that upper age range or goes through a growth spurt, their knees will inevitably start bumping into the handlebars. It feels like a very temporary solution, rather than an investment that will grow with your child. Gamfeiny Balance Bike. This model attempts to capture a toddler's attention instantly by integrating colorful lighting into the wheels. Out of the box, the vibrant design and the promise of a light show make it highly appealing to younger children. It features a similar 4-wheel layout to the previous model, aiming to provide that necessary baseline stability for early walkers. The standout feature is undoubtedly the LED light-up wheels, which require no batteries and illuminate dynamically as the bike moves. This is a brilliant concept for evening strolls or just adding a layer of interactive fun to playtime. The seat is covered in a soft PU leather, and the overall frame is built from a lightweight carbon steel, ensuring that a young toddler can push it along without feeling bogged down by excess weight. During my testing, the initial excitement of the glowing wheels was a huge hit, but the practical durability of the bike raised some concerns. The plastic housing around the wheels and the joints feels somewhat flimsy compared to higher-end models. After a few weeks of energetic play, including a few inevitable drops on the driveway, the LED mechanism in one of the wheels started to flicker and eventually stopped working altogether, which was a massive disappointment. Furthermore, the performance on anything other than completely flat terrain is highly questionable. The small, hard plastic-like wheels struggle to gain traction on short grass or bumpy asphalt. I found that the bike would frequently get stuck on minor sidewalk cracks, forcing the rider to constantly stop, lift the bike, and reposition it. The lack of shock absorption means every bump is felt directly by the child. 5. JMMD Toddler Bike. Right away, you can tell this is a completely different beast. It is a multifunctional 6-in-1 convertible bike designed to grow with your child from 18 months all the way up to 5 years old. The aluminum alloy frame gives it a robust, premium feel while remaining surprisingly manageable in terms of weight. The sheer number of features packed into this bike is impressive. It includes a removable parent push handle, training wheels, attachable pedals, and a kickstand. The tires are 12-inch all-terrain rubber, meaning they never need to be inflated and are completely puncture-proof. The parent steering handle is a massive bonus, allowing you to control the direction and speed when your toddler gets tired or ventures too close to the street. Testing the JMMD was a genuinely great experience because of how well it adapts to different environments. The rubber wheels provide excellent shock absorption and traction, smoothly rolling over grass, gravel, and uneven pavement. I loved how easily I could snap the pedals on or off, depending on what skill the child was working on that day. The handbrake is highly responsive, adding an essential layer of safety as your child begins to pick up speed. The adjustability here is top tier. Both the handlebars and the seat can be raised or lowered significantly, ensuring a proper ergonomic fit for years. It even features a convenient one-button folding mechanism. I was able to collapse the entire frame in seconds and toss it into the trunk of my car for a trip to the park, which is incredibly convenient for busy parents who are always on the go. 4. KRIDDO Toddler Bike. Unboxing the KRIDDO reveals a sleek, sporty design that looks like a miniature version of a professional BMX bike. It strips away the complicated conversion parts of the previous model and focuses entirely on perfecting the gliding experience. One of the most defining features of the KRIDDO is the widened, integrated footrest. As kids gain confidence and start lifting their feet to glide, they need a natural, comfortable place to rest their shoes. This bike provides a perfectly positioned, anti-slip footrest that encourages longer strides and better balance mechanics. The 12-inch EVA polymer tires are completely maintenance-free and offer a surprisingly soft ride without the hassle of a traditional air pump. Taking this bike out to the local park proved just how capable it is. The geometry of the high-tensile steel frame is perfectly proportioned to give a toddler maximum control. It is incredibly easy for them to steer, lean, and recover their balance without the bike feeling overly heavy or unwieldy. I noticed that kids immediately felt secure on the custom-designed ergonomic saddle, which is specifically contoured to prevent them from slipping backward during acceleration. Adjustability is wonderfully simple and effective. The seat collar utilizes a quick-release clamp, allowing you to adjust the height on the fly without needing an Allen wrench. This is a lifesaver when you are at the playground and realize the seat needs a quick tweak. The handlebars are also fully adjustable and feature custom rubber grips with oversized bumpers to protect little hands during inevitable side impact falls. The KRIDDO Toddler Bike is a masterclass in focused design. It doesn't try to be 5 different toys at once. Instead, it does one thing exceptionally well. 3. Bobike Bike. When you assemble the Bobike, you immediately notice its minimalist, elegant aesthetic. It is free of loud decals and flashy plastics, opting instead for a clean, modern look. The frame is constructed from a premium aluminum alloy, making it exceptionally light, one of the lightest in its class. The features on the Bobike are thoughtfully curated for safety and comfort. It utilizes a soft, non-slip handle grip and a steering limiter that prevents the wheel from turning a full 360 degrees. This is crucial for beginners, as it completely eliminates the risk of jackknifing the front wheel and causing a nasty spill. The widened, quiet EVA wheels provide excellent lateral stability while ensuring the bike remains whisper quiet indoors. During testing, the lightweight nature of the Bobike was its biggest advantage. A toddler can effortlessly pick this bike up, turn it around, and mount it without asking for help. This independence builds confidence incredibly fast. The bike glides beautifully across hardwood floors and paved driveways, offering a buttery smooth ride. The saddle is generously padded, meaning kids can ride for an hour or more without complaining of discomfort. The growth potential of the Bobike is solid. It features a tool-free adjustable seat that accommodates a surprisingly wide range of heights. While it might not stretch quite as far into the 5-year-old range as the KRIDDO, it perfectly captures the critical 1 to 3 year developmental window. The lack of exposed bolts and sharp edges further highlights the meticulous attention to detail in the manufacturing process. Overall, the Bobike Bike is an absolute joy to use. It strikes a beautiful balance between sophisticated aesthetics, ultra-lightweight maneuverability, and uncompromising safety. 2. Strider Sport Bike. Strider essentially revolutionized this category, and unboxing the 12 Sport model shows exactly why they remain an industry standard. The steel frame is rugged, virtually indestructible, and coated in a highly durable, scratch-resistant finish. It feels incredibly solid, yet it only weighs about 3 kilograms, making it perfectly manageable for young riders. The Strider Sport is packed with purposeful, road-tested features. It comes equipped with flat-free EVA polymer tires that never go flat and are designed to grip well on a variety of surfaces. The built-in footrests are located directly below the saddle, mimicking the natural position of pedals to prepare kids for standard bicycles. Furthermore, it includes a genuinely brilliant handlebar pad for an extra layer of protection. Taking the Strider out for testing is always a remarkable experience. Because of the optimized frame geometry, kids naturally find their center of gravity almost immediately. I watched a 2-year-old go from cautiously walking the bike to lifting their feet and gliding within a single afternoon. The handling is incredibly responsive, allowing for tight turns and confident navigation over grassy hills and dirt paths without missing a beat. What truly sets the Strider Sport apart is its industry-leading adjustability. It comes with 2 separate seat posts right out of the box, a standard one for younger toddlers and an extra-long post that accommodates children up to 5 years old. Both the seat and the handlebars adjust via heavy-duty quick-release levers. This means the Strider truly grows with your child, offering years of daily use without ever feeling too small. The Strider 12 Sport is a powerhouse of performance and durability. It lacks the flashy gimmicks of cheaper bikes, focusing purely on engineering a flawless riding experience. One, SEREED Balance Bike. When I first got my hands on the SEREED, I was completely blown away by the impeccable quality and thoughtful engineering. Designed primarily for the 1 to 2-year-old demographic, it perfectly addresses every single need of a child taking their very first steps into the world of riding. The aluminum frame is remarkably sturdy, yet the entire bike weighs just slightly over 3 pounds. The feature set of the SEREED is incredibly refined. It boasts a 4-wheel design, but unlike the early models on this list, the wheels are perfectly spaced to provide ultimate stability without sacrificing turning radius. The wheels are made of a high-density, fully enclosed TPU material that provides a soft, grippy, and entirely silent ride. The steering is limited to a safe 135 degrees to prevent tipping, but it is calibrated so smoothly that the restriction never feels frustrating for the child. In practical testing, the SEREED absolutely dominates. It effortlessly glides over indoor thresholds and outdoor pavement alike. The ultra-lightweight design means that even a 12-month-old can independently maneuver, push, and steer the bike without muscle fatigue. I was particularly impressed by the ergonomic seat, which is curved perfectly to support a baby's posture and prevent them from sliding off the back when pushing hard. While it is a baby balance bike and does not feature height adjustment, the sizing is flawlessly dialed in for its target age group. It provides exactly what a toddler needs at the most critical stage of motor development. The lack of adjustability is easily forgiven because the build quality is so high. This bike will look and function like brand new even after being handed down through 3 or 4 different children.